Got another treat for you, Randy Clark, Greater Things, Dallas, Texas, 2025. All right, so this is the second part of the video that was posted yesterday. Wildfire coming your way. Stick around, you'll love it.
This revival that I'm talking about, these things that happen with very weird manifestations. You say, why sometimes are manifestations so strong? I'm pretty smart in book learning, but common sense, I'm pretty dumb sometimes. So my basement's flooded. It's about knee deep in an old house I bought. It was built in 1901. The basement's flooded, but I got a deep freeze in there. And it's pretty empty except for the, where the motor's at. And it's kind of floating except where the motor's at. And anyway, and there's this big electrical cord running to it. It's hanging down that we hook into it, and it's and I walk right by it, and I'm standing in knee deep water, and it's insulated cord, but I got about that close, and I felt it. Whoa! I better get out of this water. I felt it. When I was a little boy, I was curious. I took a bobby pin, and I thought I'll stick it in the electric socket. It made me have a manifestation. All I'm trying to say is some manifestations are of God, and some manifestations are the devil, and some manifestations is of the flesh. And Wesley prayed, God, if it's possible, give me revival without any wildfire. But if that's not possible, then give me revival, wildfire and all, but give me revival. It is the strategy of the enemy to always show up where God is at and sow wildfire. So you have to choose on where you want to put your eyes. And you say, how do you know the difference? You watch for the fruit. Do they love God more? Do they have more power? Do they advance the kingdom? Or do they become meaner, worse, more divisive? James Finley was an early Methodist circuit rider. He wasn't at the time he saw this, but later he was. And in his quote about Cane Ridge, he said, there was a tree that had fallen up against another, and so I climbed up on it so I could see the seething sea of humanity that's gathered there. And all of a sudden, it looked as if I saw a battery of 1,000 guns opened up upon hundreds of people who fell to the ground all at once. At one time, hundreds of people fell under the power. Catholics call that resting in the Spirit. Pentecostals call it slain in the Spirit. And cessationists call it lying signs and wonders.